Hello Year 11, it's Mrs. Purcell. Today we'll be looking at Eddingly and prepositional sentence openers. Don't worry if you don't know what that means yet, you'll have a much clearer understanding by the end of the lesson. So for your do now, have a look at the text in front of you and then you'll be answering the questions below. So you'd be answering, what do you notice about the sentence openers and how could you make it better? The challenge is to rewrite one or more of the sentences with more sophisticated sentence starters. So, I'm going to read through it now. The train came down the dark tunnel. The lights flashed. I could see fluttering moths around the lamplight like they were trying to attack the fluorescent beams. The sound of metal on metal rattled down the emptiness of the station. An eeriness settled over those waiting like statues. A cold breeze followed the train as it pulled up next to the platform, expelling any goodness that seemed to remain. Pause the video now and try the questions. Okay, so number one, what do you notice about the sentence openers? Well, hopefully you've seen that all the sentence openers are pretty much the same. They are either the, I, or an and a. They're very boring sentence starters. It's okay for you to start some of your sentences in a paragraph this way, but if they're all like that, it doesn't seem very sophisticated. As for the remainder of those questions, we'll be answering them as we do our lesson. Today you'll be learning how to vary your sentence starters effectively in a piece of creative writing. This is to make your writing more sophisticated and to allow it to flow better. And we're going to do this by rewriting a text to include Eddingly sentence openers and prepositional sentence openers. Also, you're going to attempt to write a piece yourselves. Let's have a look at the mark scheme. So by using a variation of sentence starters, this will help you show off your extensive and ambitious vocabulary. So this will help with the content of what you're writing, but it will also help with the organisation of your thoughts on the page. So by consistently using coherent use of paragraphs with integrated discourse markers, you can use some of these Eddingly sentence starters and the prepositional phrases to order your thoughts more coherently and to make your writing seem more fluent. Okay, so Eddingly is not a real word, it's an amalgamation of the endings of words that end in ed, ing or ly. Using some of these words at the beginning of your sentences will make your writing seem a lot more fluent and it will make it flow better. So you've got this text here that you saw for your do now. What I'd like you to do is choose at least one sentence, but you could do more, and I'd like you to rewrite it by using some of the words above it. You can use any other ed word. If you don't like the ones provided, you can use other ones that you've come up with yourselves. Make sure you put it at the beginning of the sentence, and like I said, it can be a random sentence. It doesn't have to be the very first one. So some of the words you've got here are worried, exhausted, terrified, frustrated, excited, alarmed, trapped, startled, confused and preoccupied. Like I said, you can use these or some of your own. Pause the video now and give it a go. This time you're going to do the same thing, but you're going to do it with an ing word and a different sentence. Again, I don't mind which sentence you choose from here, just make it different from the one you did in the first exercise. And you can use these words or ones of your own. So the ones we've got here are stalking, lurking, racing, ambling, crawling, dancing, sprinting, standing, flying and fluttering. You may need to alter the sentence structure a little bit to get it to work, so to get your word at the beginning. Pause the video now and try that. Now you're going to do the same thing with a different sentence but with ly words. So you can use subtly, inconspicuously, intriguingly, eerily, elaborately, murkily, dimly, separately, fondly and enjoyably. Again, you can use some of your own words as well. Just make sure it's a different sentence to one of the ones you've used before. Pause the video now. Now you're going to do the same thing, but you're going to do it with a prepositional phrase. So a preposition, the meaning of the word is in the title. It literally shows us the position of something. So some examples are above, below, between, within, in the middle of, around, to the side of, overhead, beneath and under. So choose a different sentence please and add a preposition at the beginning of it to make it a prepositional phrase. Pause the video. Now it's time for you to combine all of those sentences together in the same order of the original text. Just make sure you've got your Eddingly sentence starters there and your prepositions. Once you're done, I would like you to read out loud the new version of your text and really listen to, does it sound better and why do you think this might be? Or you might think it doesn't sound better, but hopefully it does. Pause the video now and give that a go. Right, for your main task of the day, I would like you to describe the image that you can see in this picture, and I'd like you to begin your sentences using Eddingly sentence starters and prepositions. I've given you all the ones that we've already seen. Likewise, you can use some of your own, so you might have some better ideas of some Eddingly sentence starters, and that would be great. I should also add, if there are some words here which you think are really good, really sophisticated, or maybe words that you don't actually know the meaning of, can you please start to keep some sort of vocabulary list, because a lot of these words are higher level vocabulary and they will help to get you those better grades. Okay, pause the video and try your best to describe this picture. Good luck. Finally, for your review exercise, by now you should have done quite a bit of creative writing over the last few lessons. There'll be a combination of some of the live lessons that we've done and the lovely YouTube videos that Mrs. Crowhurst has made. I'd just like you to pick a paragraph or a piece of writing and alter at least 3 of the sentences so that you're using Eddingly sentence starters and prepositional phrases. I hope that you can see that your work will seem a lot more sophisticated and the writing definitely flows better. Well done, Year 11. Can you please send your work to your English teachers? Bye.